Hey everyone, welcome back to our Black Friday pre-order sales event. I'm Ty the RV guy, and today we're going to be looking at this video segment on our Geo Pro Bunk Model editions. Fun fact for everybody watching the video right now is Rangeland RV just got named the #1 Geo Pro dealer in Canada, and we are the #1 Rockwood dealer overall in Canada too. So if you're hunting for a Rockwood trailer or a Geo Pro, this is the place to find it. Now before we dive into these trailers behind me here, let's talk a little bit about the phone number down below. Make sure you guys are calling that or texting in, because if you can't make it down here today to take advantage of our Black Friday event, don't worry, you can still register and take advantage of these promotions because we have some awesome giveaways. You know, we're talking about big discounts on all our factory orders and a couple other free giveaways that we'll get into later on in the video. But let's jump in. So, first thing we're going to talk about with Geo Pro is the construction, because this is the claim to fame with Rockwood. It doesn't get any better than this, guys. So starting from the ground up, what we're looking at is the suspension system on a Geo Pro, which is very unique. So what you're seeing here is an independent rubber ride suspension. So there's absolutely no leaf springs underneath this trailer. And the best way to think about this is, you know, if you have a horse trailer or a cargo trailer for vehicles or even just a moving trailer, the axles that they're using underneath there is the same that you see on a Geo Pro, that independent rubber ride, because this is designed to protect the interior of the trailer. It even helps with a little bit of sway as well when you're going down the highway. So it's protecting the most important part of your trailer. Second to that too, Rockwood steps it up another level. They're actually going to give you some tire pressure monitors on the trailers as well. And what that's going to do is it tells you the temperature and the pressure of these tires real time, right back to the cab of your vehicle. So you always have that peace of mind if you're going on those long trips. Now beside me here, you'll also notice that the tires on the Geo Pros are a little different than what we've seen before. So right now what they're doing at the factories is they're actually putting on the Goodyear radial tire on the Geo Pros as well as your Westlake. So right now there's a shortage going on at the factory for the type of tires that they're able to use. So currently, you could possibly find your Geo Pro with an upgraded Goodyear, or you could also get the off-road tire that's coming out as well. Now, going back into that construction too, a very unique part to Rockwood is the vacuum bonding process that they go through. And most trailers nowadays in this small category are using what's called a laminated construction, which is it's called a pinch rolled product. So what they're doing is they're taking the wall, they're assembling it with aluminum structure, block foam insulation. You'll have a full glue throughout the wall there where they're putting on the fiberglass, and then it goes into a pinch roller, which compresses that wall down into one solid piece. Now again, with Rockwood, that's another step up with the vacuum bonding process, because now what they're doing is they're taking that fully assembled wall, putting it into a vacuum chamber and crushing it down under that extreme pressure for about 20-30 minutes. So you're going to get a perfect adhesion to that with the glue to the fiberglass and the interior wall as well. And then in behind that fiberglass as well too is they're using Azdel. And I'm sure you've heard of Azdel before. This is a big thing starting to come out through our industry. And the big benefits you have there is it's no more Luan in behind that fiberglass, which can soak up water easier. It's not as environmentally friendly. It's actually a little bit heavier too. So this Azdel is really great stuff. Now, again, talking about the walls and going into that vacuum bonding process, not only is Geo Pro vacuum bonding their walls, but they're also doing the rear wall of the trailer, the slide out walls as well too. And that's something that you may notice on other smaller brands. If you walk around, you push on that back wall of the trailer, it might have that pop or flex to it. Same thing with your slide outs. Not the case with Geo Pro. You have that solid seal all the way around, and another step up as well is they're even doing it into the roof, which is very, very unique. Now, other things you may notice too is the windows on the trailers are very different looking. They're very cool as well, because what you have here is actually a bonded frameless window. So the nice thing with that is, like you can see here guys, is it opens up from the bottom out. So you're still able to use this window in the rain. But you can also see there's no exposed seals around the edge of this window. So 20-30 years from now, you're not going to be worried about water getting into that seal there, because it's going to last a lot longer than your standard RV windows. You have to keep an eye on that silicone edge around there as well. And I mean, they just look a lot better too. So up at the very front of the trailers with all Geo Pro lines that you'll see in the Bunk Model series is they all come with a fiberglass front cap. So this is a really important feature, because when we're talking about the construction of all these small trailers on the market here, and especially with Geo Pro in that vacuum bonding process, this is that one part of the trailer that they can't do it. So what they're gonna do is it's a full molded, painted fiberglass cap as well too. So the nice thing with that is this can never separate on you. It helps protect the main roof seal up above the trailer from, again, separating and allowing water in. It looks a lot nicer, and they can also add in the full automotive grade windshield glass to give you some extra light in there. While we're standing at the front here, a couple little features as well to touch on. Standard power tongue jack with the Geo Pro, standard dual propane tanks as well too, guys, because on a lot of small trailers you're only going to see a single propane tank, right? So it's nice if you're going to do that dry camping and you're staying out a lot longer, you don't have to worry about running out of LP. Now let's talk a little bit about some of the cool features with Geo Pro, because this is probably the most jam-packed, feature-packed brand that you can find in a small category. For example, starting from the ground up, we have 12-volt pads on all of our holding tanks here. So if you like to go in that early spring or late fall style of camping, you can easily, turn those pads on. If it starts dipping below zero at nighttime, you can warm things up. You're not worried about having that freeze up during the early spring or late fall. But the really, really cool thing, guys, with the Geo Pro here is the off-grid options that they give you from the factory. For example, every single Geo Pro that we bring in here and that you can order from the factory is going to come standard with a 1,000-watt inverter on the inside and a 190-watt rooftop solar panel. You can also add an additional one to that if you wanted to as well. But the 190-watt is plenty if you were to upgrade your batteries to 2.6 volts, for example, which is very common for these Geo Pros as well. So it's really great if you want to go out into the backcountry of Alberta here and do that off-grid camping, because you're not going to be worried about your batteries going dead on you there. And if you're really, really heavily into that, again, off-grid or no hookup style of camping, Geo Pro actually offers a brand new package at the factory called their Power Pack. This is a really, really cool setup because what it's going to give you is 3 190-watt solar panels on the roof of the trailer. You have a massive 400 amp hour lithium battery in there, 3,000 watt inverter, and they even put a soft starter 8,000 BTU AC on this trailer. So it's actually one of the only brands that you can get into where you can use every single feature of your trailer completely off grid, straight from the batteries. It's really, really cool stuff, guys. Let's head around back and we'll talk about some couple little cool things before we jump in. For an example, you have your full power awning here as well. LED light strip underneath that too. Every single Geo Pro is going to come with your outside suburban cooktop here. I've actually had some really great feedback from some of my clients on this. It works really, really well. And then of course, as we work our way to the back here, full ladder to get up onto your roof of the trailer, which is, yes, fully walkable for you as well. Your backup camera prepped. You also have a black tank flush in here. And then again, on every single Geo Pro, you're gonna have all your hookups on the backside there. So we're talking outside shower, even a quick antifreeze inlet, which is very cool. Just makes that winterizing process a little bit easier for you as well. And easy dump access as well for all your valves and things like that. But let's start heading inside and we'll talk about some of the cool features interior, and then we'll have a look at all three of the floor plans. So first one I want to start off with you guys, and this is the newest addition for Geo Pro in their bunks, is the 20 BHS. So let's head on inside here. So the 20 BHS floor plan is the largest bunk model that you can get into out of the Geo Pro collection. And the really nice thing that you'll see here, guys, is you have a full dinette on the slide for you, which can easily seat 4 people in here, or it makes down into a great bed as well. And then just behind me, you'll have your 2 bunk beds over here as well. I'll let you guys pop in there and have a look. And while we're talking about the bunk beds, a couple of really nice points to touch on is you can see the mattresses that Geo Pro uses. Not your standard mattress that you would see in all your other small little brands. This is actually a 4-inch thick mattress, so the kids, or even if the adults are sleeping in here, are always going to be really comfortable. Each bunk bed is going to have its own light, and they'll also have its own plug-in or USB charger for devices and things like that as well. Now, with this floor plan, and you'll also see it on the 19BH, the Geo Pro comes with the pack-and-play storage door on the opposite side there, as you can see. So really cool touch there is you can open that door up. This bottom bunk is going to flip up against the side here, and you can use that entire space as wide open storage for you, which is really important, especially on a small trailer like this. Now, Over to my right side here, you're going to see the kitchen of the 20 BHS. Couple of really nice additions that they've done for the new ones here is they've actually upgraded the sink. So you'll see it's a nice big stainless steel tub sink. The ones in the earlier models were fairly small before, so this is a big upgrade for Geo Pro. They've also upgraded the countertop as well, so you have a seamless press membrane in here, which is really nice. If you get it wet or something like that, it's not going to peel like you can see maybe in some other brands that are T-molded countertops. You'll have a 3-burner cooktop here as well with a flush mount tempered glass cover. And Geo Pro also offers you the option, if you wanted to, you can have a 3-burner cooktop with a full 22-inch oven as well. This particular model, we've ordered it in without the oven because you do have a microwave in here, and without that oven, you get a little bit more storage underneath. Again, really important for small trailers today because you need to be able to utilize every little part of that trailer for packing all your stuff for camping. Now, over my right shoulder here, this is going to be that solar controller panel that I was mentioning before there, or sorry, the panel and the inverter. Now, this is going to allow you to monitor that panel up on the roof of the trailer and see what your battery level's at and everything. And the nice thing with this panel as well is it's a 30 amp controller. So what you're able to do with that is if you want to start adding more solar panels like the secondary one from the factory or going to that power package that Geo Pro offers, you're already capable to do so if you wanted to do that after the fact as well too. Beside me here, you're going to have your Magic Chef fridge. And again, going into that off-grid camping, this is so important here, guys, because what this is it's actually a 12-volt fridge. So with that solar panel, with your batteries, this fridge here is going to run completely off the batteries. You're not going to be worried about those batteries going dead either because of this fridge, because you do have that solar panel on the top of there. Big benefits that you're going to find with these new 12-volt fridges in the trailers is, for a smaller space like this, it's actually a lot of size for you. So you're going to be easily able to pack all the food that you need for the full family. You got a separated fridge and freezer. And this guy actually cools down in about 45 minutes, so a lot faster than the gas electric options that you'll find out there. And another bonus for you is you can keep this fridge running while you're traveling too. Just up above that, you'll also have your microwave here. There's a good pantry just in beside here with some adjustable shelving and even a hanging bar up above that too, so if you wanted to turn this into a coat closet. And in the back, you'll have your bathroom. Now I'll let you guys hop in there so you can have a better look. But a couple of things to touch on is you'll have a standard porcelain toilet in your Geo Pros here. Up above, we have the MaxxAir 4-speed fan there. So that's going to work really well if you are dry camping and you need to cool this trailer down without having the use of the air conditioner. And another really nice touch in that shower is your shower miser system. So if you're unfamiliar with the shower miser, what that's going to do for you guys is if you're wanting to start showering while you're out at the campsite without wasting all that water, you can turn that shower miser on, and while your water's heating up, it's cycling back into that hot water tank, so you're not now filling up your gray tank and emptying your fresh. Then from there, you pretty much just get in your shower, do your thing, turn it back off, and it saves you about 40% of what you would standardly use in any other travel trailer out there without that shower miser. So it might give you that extra day or two that you're looking for water. Now, a couple of things that I really want to touch on when it comes to those features and options with Geo Pro. For an example, the control panel on this trailer is really, really cool. So like I was mentioning, how this has a full power slide, full power awning, all that kind of stuff. You can now link your cell phone up to this control panel here, and that's going to allow you to operate your slide outs, operate your awnings. You can operate your inside lights, your outside lights, right from the push of a button on your mobile device. So again, it's just making the ease of use of this trailer so much better. And that's why Geo Pro is going to be that step above from the other options that you'll see out there. Other little nice touches, you'll have a Wi-Fi Ranger on top of this trailer here now, or I should say, sorry, it's the new Tenton system. So beforehand, they used to have the Wi-Fi Ranger. Now they've actually have everything all included into one dish for you. So it's going to work as a Wi-Fi booster, or if you're down in the States, you can actually put a US SIM card into there, give yourself a good internet signal, AM, FM, you name it, it does it all for you. Couple other little things too as well. You have a water purifier built directly into this trailer for you. So if you're hooked up to campsite water or if you're pulling water from your holding tank as well, it's always running through that filter for you as well too. So, but yeah, let's have a look at some of the other trailers. I'll continue on with the features because, you know, generally across the board through all their floor plans, you're going to see a lot of the same, you know, fully jam-packed feature trailers in all their floor plans. So let's go jump across the street here. We'll have a look at the 19BH. Now, as we're walking up to the 19BH, a couple of things to note as well too, guys, is your doors here. Nice little touches is you're going to have this screenshot attachment, so that auto closing screen door. This is a really cool feature to me because as a kid growing up, I was always the one getting yelled at for leaving the screen doors open and letting the mosquitoes in. So this would have really saved my hide when I was a younger kid. And then on the inside of the door as well, you'll also see that Geo Pro has gone to a blind in the window for you there and a see-through glass. So before it used to be just a stained piece of glass. It wasn't really you know, doing much for the trailer because it wasn't letting as much light in. You couldn't really use it. So now this gives you a little bit more usability out of that window. And on the outside here, just like before, you also have the keyless entry system coming into your Geo Pros. So really nice feature there if you want to leave the keys inside the trailer. If you're going to go out hiking or things like that, you don't have to worry about losing the keys because you'll always have access into your trailer. And then again, a couple more little things, full-size grab handle coming in here. You'll also have your MORride entry steps as well. And these guys are super handy. They flip up inside the trailer, so if you're taking it off, you know, some pretty down, beaten roads and things like that, you're not worried about wrecking the stairs underneath or getting full of gravel. It's always a nice sturdy entry. And it's fully adjustable legs as well too, so you can always have, again, that nice sturdy entry into your trailer. But here, follow me inside, guys. We'll have a look at this floor plan now too. So with your 19BH, very similar to the 20BHS, but your difference here is you're going to be saving a little bit of weight on the trailer because it doesn't have a slide out. Still lots of space in here as well too. So if you are a family of 4, you got, of course, the 2 bunk beds, full-size bed up in the front there. If you wanted to break down the table here for an additional sleeping spot, you still can, of course. And a lot of the same touches that we're seeing, right? So you're going to see same style of kitchen here, same fridge, same microwave, all that kind of stuff. Even up above my head, full-size air conditioner in here. Same thing that you would find on that 20BHS. And then into the bathroom, move this ladder out of the way a little bit there. Virtually the same bathroom as well. And I must say, with the new Geo Pros as well, the interior decors have changed, of course, from later models. So what you can see now inside the trailers is this is their new Newport ash color, which is really, really popular for all of the Rockwood lines now. And what it does is it's, you know, they've upgraded the cabinetry a little bit. So now you'll actually have raised panel fronts, you know, hidden hinges on the inside there as well too. So a little bit more of that residential feel, which is really cool coming from a 20-foot trailer. You know, other little details that really make a big difference for you guys is in our windows, for an example. You're going to see nice pull down roller shades in here to block out all that light, or even, you know, if it's a really hot day out and you're trying to keep it as cool as possible in your trailer, it's going to help keep that heat out as well too. Up on your very front window there, you'll still see it has a pleated nightshade for you as well. So, you know, they've kind of touched every little aspect, which is really cool with Rockwood, right? Now, let's have a look at the last model that we have out here, which is the 16BH, and that's going to be their smallest bunk model version. Follow me this way, guys. So having a look at the 16BH here, you're going to notice a lot of cool stuff on the outside, and this is actually the only bunk model trailer that Geo Pro has where you're going to get an outside fridge here too. So really handy. Of course, you'll have your inside fridge, but even just a little bit more storage for, you know, food and drinks saves you that trip inside the trailer just to go and grab a snack or, you know, a beverage or anything like that. Now, as we go inside the trailer here, right beside me, you have this nice big U-shaped dinette, and this is also going to break down into your main bed for, let's say, mom and dad, right? And then just down the hallway here, you're going to see bunk beds across the back. There's also some really great storage underneath here and in beside the bunk bed as well. Again, fully adjustable cabinets, hanging bar up top. and then virtually the same kitchen again. Microwave down low. You're going to have the 12-volt fridge, 3-burner cooktop, nice big sink here as well too. And again, talking about those little touches with Rockwood and Geo Pro, you know, instead of having the little plugins maybe in the walls or up top, they actually do this really cool, almost futuristic little pop-up power port, which is nice and cool. So you just push the button there, up it goes, and you have both your GFI plugs there and even 2 USB chargers underneath that as well too. Last but not least, but in the bathroom here, of course, even for a small little trailer like this, you're going to get a 3-piece bathroom. So, you know, full toilet there, of course, full shower, nice sink, and even to note, there's a stainless steel sink in the bathroom as well too. So we're still not looking at any kind of plastics or acrylics there. But there's so much to cover, guys, on all this Geo Pro product here. Could be talking for days about the little details and features and options, but you really got to come down and have a look at this for yourselves, and you know, just get a feel for the Geo Pro, because this is, I would have to say, probably the most popular small trailer that we carry here at Rangeland. Again, we are the #1 dealer for Geo Pro in all of Canada. So if you're wanting to see one of these, if you're wanting to purchase one of these, this is your place to do it. So once again, I just want to remind everybody, you know, make sure you text or call that number down below here, because of course, if you can't make it here today for the Black Friday event, not to worry, we can still get you all our awesome promotions.